So, hello, all my dear friends. Now we are having this topic of rules of binomial nomenclature. I am Professor S. Narandale from College of Agriculture, Sonai, and we should know what this binomial nomenclature is utilized for and what it actually means. So, binomial nomenclature is a system of nomenclature in which two terms means this combination of two terms is called as binomen are used to denote a species of living organism, and these two names there are the first words means the first word is indicating the genus name or its genus, and the second is of species. So within a single statement, what is binomial nomenclature? It is a system of nomenclature in which two terms binomen are used to denote a species of living organism, the first word indicating genus and the second species. Why to have this binomial nomenclature? There are multiple local names for a single organism, or one common name for many organisms, or some organisms may not have a name itself, or a single name may denote many organisms. So this is what is very problematic, and in different languages or different countries, different places, you may see there are different names to all the organisms, and there may not be a unanimous understanding, or there may not be any unanimity regarding the study or regarding the identification of a single organism. So to reduce this problem and to reduce this difficulty and to have a single name means everyone is to be agreed on that name, we are having this binomial nomenclature. The 10th edition of Systema Naturae by Carl Linnaeus. This 10th edition was published in 1758. It contains the binomial nomenclature, and based upon this, or the Linnean system, the international code was established, and this Linnean system was established by Carl Linnaeus. He was a Swedish entomologist. Gaspard Bauhin introduced a scientific binomial system of classification. Here are some reference I have got about this. The term species was used for the first time by John Ray. The term species was used for the first time by John Ray. Then the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. So there are certain rules, and this code is a system of rules and the recommendations authorized by the International Congress of Zoology. Now ICZN, that is this International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, this code is having a total number of chapters. They are 18, and uh, the number of articles in this code are 90, means 18 chapters and 90 articles. Here you may see that in certain exams, entrance exams, you might be having such a question about the total number of chapters or the total number of articles, and all these articles are specifying different rules. So let's see the rules of binomial nomenclature. As you can see, the name itself, binomial nomenclature, just it depicts some rules there. So it is to be covered in the next slides. So first one, the scientific name of any insect should be represented in Latin. A common word is to be taken in Latin. It should be represented in Latin. Second, they are always written in italics. Now, what is italics? Somewhat inclined font is italics. Or if not, if you can't have it in italics while writing, you should underline it. Or wherever it is not in italics, it should be underlined. You can see the name Helicoverpa armigera. Here, Helicoverpa armigera, you can see the scientific name. It is somewhat tilted, and this style of writing is italics. And in front of that, in a bracket or parenthesis, the name of the author, Hubner, the year 1809. Then the third one, the specific or the name of the species or the species name is a binomial. Means first of all, you will have a genus name that should be a single name, and then you will have the species name. When these two are there, the genus and species names are there, it is called as binomial nomenclature. Means simply the name of a genus and name of a species will depict binomial nomenclature, and the subspecies name is written in trinomial system. Means when a genus and species name is there, it is a binomial, and when a genus, species and subspecies name is there, it is a trinomial, and this system is called as trinomial nomenclature. That is, it is a combination of three names. You can have one example regarding the western corn rootworm, where Diabrotica virgifera, LeConte has given this in 1858, has a subspecies. The name is Diabrotica virgifera Z. Chryson and Smith has given this name in 1980. The names of authors are given separately, you can see, and they are the original combinations that have been prepared. Then you can see something interesting here. One term is there, tautonym. What is this tautonym? This is regarding the trinomial system that I have found it. Means just got a reference of out of this, that when a generic, that is the genus name, a species name and a subspecies name, when in trinomial nomenclature such a thing happens that the genus, species and subspecies name is similar, it is a tautonym. One example I'll state: Apis, Apis, Apis. So the name Apis, Apis, Apis is a tautonym. Then the generic or the genus name must be a single word. It should be uninominal and it must begin with an uppercase letter, right? So here you can see the reference is given in article 28, Helicoverpa armigera, Hubner, 1809. So Helicoverpa armigera, here the H, that is the in the word Helicoverpa, this H it is in uppercase, and armigera, the A is in lowercase. Okay. The first letter of species name must be small. If the species name is after a person, then it is capital. Next is the full name of an insect should comprise of the generic and specific name followed by the author's name, as we have seen earlier, by the author's name in full without any punctuation mark between them, right? Here the example you can see, the name of author is given in slide number 3. Here Diabrotica virgifera, LeConte, 1858. So this point is covered. Then in 7th, the original author's name must be placed in parenthesis, right? What happens when some author is giving a name, his name, that the name of that author will come after the genus and species name, and that will be placed in parenthesis later on if that combination of that genus and species name has been changed. That is, if the present specific name associated with the generic name is not the original combination of the author cited, means who named the insect originally. If some person has named one organism, any insect earlier, and if that particular insect has been named with some different species, or so the combination of the earlier author will change, means that generic name and species name will not be the same as like given by the original author, but it is going to be changed by the next author, and hence the name of the original author which is appearing just after the species name or that scientific name, that name of the author will be put into a parenthesis. So I'll again reiterate this point. The original author's name must be placed in parenthesis if the present specific name associated with the generic name is not the original combination of the author cited who named the insect originally. So Article 51(3), use of parenthesis around author's name and dates in changed combination. You can have one example here: Tinia diminuta Rudolphi. Okay, this is the original one. This original author Rudolphi. But when uh, the transferred name is seen, means that name is transferred to the genus Hymenolepis, so it is cited as Hymenolepis diminuta. And as earlier Tinia diminuta was there, the Hymenolepis will be the generic name, and Rudolphi, you can see it has been put into a parenthesis, means in the brackets, or Hymenolepis diminuta Rudolphi 1819 is presented in front of you in a bracket or parenthesis. So such a thing happens. A change in original combination will lead to the parenthesis inclusion around the name of the original author. Then the generic name of animal and plant may be same, but it should be avoided to avoid confusion. If you're calling out some animal or a plant by same name, it may create a very big confusion. That may be a vegetable. If you say that vegetable by same name as like that animal, it will not be that much effective, or it will create a very big confusion among the veggies and non-vegetarians. Okay, simple on a lighter note. Then the names proposed before 1758. What is 1758? Why this year is taken? Because the 10th edition of Systema Naturae, which has the binomial nomenclature rules, was published in 1758, and after this year everything changed and the rules have to be followed. But the names which are proposed before 1758 are not accepted normally. They may be accepted in case they follow the international code. Then once the genus or species is nominated, it cannot be changed, right? It should not be changed because it may cause some confusions. It may be altered in different ways as you have seen earlier, but it cannot be changed. If the same species is given more than one name by different authors, if they are studying it simultaneously, but both the authors they have given different names, or species name is given, that species is having more names, the valid name for species in such a case must be that which was first used for the species. Here comes the rule: the earlier, okay, the first name will get the priority. And article number 23, the law of priority, what does it say? It states that the valid name of a taxon is the oldest available name applied to it. The oldest means the earliest one. Now article 1, here it states that the hybrid is excluded from naming. You can't have a name for the hybrid. Yes, this point is also there. when three or more joint authors have been responsible for a name, if they have studied the systematists, they have studied a single species, the team has worked on that. And then the citation of the name of the authors may be expressed by use of the term et al. This is ETAL. Et al. Means others also. Following the name of the first author means after you have the genus and the species name, later on you will have this et al. Written in front of that scientific name after the name of the first author, provided that all authors of the name are cited in full elsewhere in the same work, either in the text or in bibliographic reference. Means that reference should be found in the bibliography after the whole research paper or research article or whatever the research work is done. In that, when it is published, the reference of the co-authors along with the original first author, there should be the reference of all, and hence you can write et al. After the name of the original, that scientific name and the first author. And the recommendation 51G, the citation of person making new combination. If it is desired to cite both the author of a species group nominal taxon and the person who first transferred it to another genus, the name of the person forming the new combination should follow the parenthesis. Okay, means here earlier what we have seen, that when the original combination changes, the original author's name will be put into parenthesis. But now again the recommendation of 51G article here, the citation of person making new combination. So the author who has cited it in new manner, his name will appear after the name of the original author. Means the name of the original author will be in parenthesis, and after that name you will get the name of the new author, okay, along with the year whatever, right? So if it is desired to cite both the author of a species group nominal taxon and the person who first transferred it to another genus, the name of the person forming the new combination should follow the parenthesis that enclose the name of the author of the species group name. Here we'll see the example first. uh, what is this? Limnatis nilotica. What happened here? The original author's name Savigny, this will be in parenthesis, right? Means this is not the original combination whatever we are watching now. Limnatis nilotica is somewhat different name, but what this name is, this name is given by Moquin Tandon, right? These two are the new authors. Got it? Savigny is old author, and this combination is not the one which was given by Savigny. So the name of Savigny will be in the parenthesis, but this Limnatis nilotica, this name is given by Moquin Tandon. So the names will appear after the uh, name of original author, which is in the parenthesis. Or next type, you can have the name, scientific name, your genus and species name, and after that you will have the name of the author in parenthesis along with the year or the date, right? What is this? Meteolopsis geniculata. In parenthesis you will have the name of the original author Stahl 1878, and the name given by this author is Meteolopsis geniculata. Who? Rain has given this name Meteolopsis geniculata in 1957. So Rain 1957's nomenclature is this Meteolopsis geniculata, and the original author's name is put into parenthesis. So this was all about the binomial nomenclature, and many other rules are there. You can find them again and again. You should revise it, and those should be followed every time whenever you are writing the scientific name of any living organism, and it will create some good impression of you people while writing your exams, and also communicating it in proper way, having the capital letters at the first one. Even if we are writing our own name, uh, generally we are having a binomial name or a trinomial name. So in that case, our first letter should be capital. Okay, first letter of everything means your it may be a surname. That surname should have a capital letter. Then your first name, that should have a capital letter first, and the middle name, it should have its first letter capital. So this is about the binomial nomenclature. Have a nice time.